Welcome to the 58th Annual Proviso West Holiday Tournament. Traditionally, one of the best holiday tournaments in the country. This year, we're going to take you from the first day games all the way to the Proviso West Championship game.
The Proviso West Tournament has been a great tournament, especially for the teams from the suburban areas, both north and south and west, to see how good they were. You know, they've only played several, 5 or 6 games at that time, so they come into a tournament like this and it gets some tournament sound for, you know, the season as well as after the season. So it's been a good tournament to see the competition in the state of Illinois.
As usual, the tournament started off bright and early at 9 a.m. to be exact, on the day after that big holiday. Proviso East and Hyde Park kicked it off at 100 miles an hour, going fast, going hard, and going full speed. Seems like Proviso East got the better of Hyde Park, and Proviso East is going to move to the next round. With it still being early, Niles West got a chance to meet Bogan. Bogan, being one of the top 2 teams ranked in the state of Illinois, came out showing exactly why. Bogan guards showed sharp shooting, they showed quickness on defense, they moved the ball well, and they have an ability to run the floor and run the floor well. And with Player of the Year candidate Rashawn Agee, it seems to be we'll see them again later on in this show.
Proviso West Tournament is one of the top tournaments. They got a lot of good teams in here from all across the city of Chicago. It's a great outlook for young players to play at.
The competition is just about level. There's a lot of parity to it.
Up next, Dunbar, a public league team on the rise, going against Fenwick, a perennial West Suburban powerhouse. Dunbar came out smoking. Fenwick was smoking also. Both teams played hard, and both teams made plays back and forth. You knew this was going to be a good game as Dunbar took an early halftime lead, looking for the upset. But in the second half, Fenwick kept it close, but Dunbar kept fighting. Young Bryce Hopkins dropped a 3 at the end of the third quarter, and it was on from there. In the fourth quarter, Fenwick showed their pedigree. Dunbar was still hanging in, but Fenwick was coming. That makes it a 1-point game. But a baseline drive and 2 free throws send the game into overtime. But in overtime, Fenwick just took control of the game and moved to the next round.
You know, Proviso West is a legendary tournament that, you know, has had the best of the best in the state of Illinois. Players from the Chicago Public League, from the suburban leagues, Catholic League. You know, you got all the teams and all the players, and this is a big stage. You know, obviously it's right after the holiday season, so teams are starting to come into themselves. They've been playing since Thanksgiving, and so now you're starting to see teams come together, starting to really formulate what they're going to be, and then preparing for their run in March and trying to get to the state tournament.
Proviso West Christmas Tournament is the best tournament in the Chicago area. More NBA players come out of this tournament than anywhere.
Okay.
Peace out.
Man, this is one of the best tournaments in the city of Chicago. You know, I played in it many years ago, had a lot of fun. Almost won my senior year.
Next up, the Proviso West Panthers going against the South Suburban Power Hillcrest. Both teams came out with plenty of firepower. Underdog Proviso West showed up strong with a nice offensive display. Proviso West made big shots from all over the floor. They were very aggressive. Only down by 3 after one quarter. Under the direction of Coach Longstreet, the Proviso West Panthers looked real nice. But Hillcrest has some talented big guys that started to assert their will. But Proviso West didn't back down. They were only down by 9 at halftime. But then the second half of the ball game, the Hillcrest big fellas took over, and it was a problem for Proviso West for the rest of the night. Hillcrest moved to the next round. Next up, Crete-Monee High School took on the powerhouse Whitney Young Dolphins, contenders for this year's city and state championship. The Whitney Young Dolphins dominated Crete-Monee from the tip-off. Whitney Young cheerleaders go into a victory dance. Why? Because the halftime score is what it is. Whitney Young made short work of Crete-Monee, and that ended the first day of the Proviso West tournament.
Well, when you talk about Proviso West, you're talking about a rich history of basketball that's been played throughout the state, going from guys like Mark McGuire, Zed House, to Glenn Doc Rivers, to Marquise Jacobs that's playing this year, Bryce Hopkins on there, and a cast of other players. So it's normally one of the best high school tournaments in the state, matter of fact, in the country, if you want to say that.
Well, for many years of coming out here to Proviso West, it's created and maintains itself as one of the finest Christmas holiday tournaments in America. This being a 58th year speaks to the longevity, the amount of dedication that the workers and the organizers have put together, and most importantly the players in the competition level, because year in and year out it's at a very high level.
Are you listening?
Day 2 of the tournament, Uplift versus Leo. The battle between two of the best point guards in the state of Illinois and Fred Cleveland going against Marquise Jacobs. And they did not disappoint. In a close, hard-fought game, both teams did battle back and forth, not giving an inch. Big guys from Leo helped them pull ahead. But Marquise Jacobs kept it close at the half. Second half, Leo's big guys took over the game. Uplift tried to hang in, Leo was just too strong. On to the next round.
I think the tournament is good for competition and exposure for young players. So we have a player at Fenwick who's showing people and raising a lot of eyebrows. Also, the mixture of high school in the city and the suburbs is good competition and helps expand both players' ability to compete.
As day 2 continues, we've got the Bogan Bengals versus the Proviso East Pirates. At the chip, Bogan went from 0 to 100 real quick. They took no prisoners as they totally dominated the first quarter. After a few encouraging words from Coach Boyce, in the second quarter, Proviso East got the game back to respectability. But Bogan kept coming. In the second half, Bogan kept coming. East fought back. They were only down 12 in the third quarter. Bogan kept coming. Proviso East wouldn't back down because that's not really in a Proviso East ball player's DNA. But every time Proviso East made a run, Bogan stepped on the gas. As East kept coming, Bogan came back even harder. But in the fourth quarter, Bogan ended the game as strong as they started the game, at 100 miles an hour. Bogan goes to the Final Four.